Hello students, the last topic of this unit is driving a long run average cost. What is long run average cost curve? The long run average cost curve shows the firm's lowest cost per unit at each level of output, assuming that all factor of production are variable. We have already seen how a firm average total cost curve can be drawn in the short run for a given quantity of a particular factor of production, such as capital. Long run average cost curve is equal to long run total cost dividing by the level of output. The derivation of long run average cost is done from the short run average cost curve. In the short run plant is fixed and each short run curve corresponding to a particular plant. The long run average cost curve is also called planning curve or involved curve as it helps in making organization plan for expanding production and achieving minimum cost. To understand the derivation of a long-run average cost curve, let's consider three short-run average cost curve (SACs) as shown in the figure. In this figure, we have shown one side we have shown output, another side average cost. Note there are the three different costs: SAC1, SAC2, and SAC3. SAC3. And these SAC are also called the plant curves. In short run, a firm can operate on any SAC given the size of the plant. For the sake of our understanding, let's assume that there are only 3 plants that are technically possible. Therefore, the firm increase or decrease output by changing the amount of the variable input. However, in the long run, the firm examines each SAC to find out the curve that allow to the produce a given level of output at the minimum cost. Hence, it chooses between SAC1, SAC2 and SAC3. From figure 1 above, you can see that to generate OV amount of output, the firm can choose between SAC1 and SAC2. Note that the firm will choose SAC1 due to the lower cost as compared to SAC2. Further, we can see that if the firm try to produce an output OA, then its cost AL per unit of with SAC1, AH per unit with SAC2. Clearly, AH is greater than AL. Therefore, the firm chooses SAC1. Similarly, if the firm try to produce an output which is greater than OV but less than OD, then it choose SAC2 since SAC1 involve higher cost also for output larger than OD. The firm chooses SAC3. Summing up, we can say that in the long run the firm employ the plant yielding maximum output at minimum cost per unit. Now the next one is the long run average cost curve. Imagine if a firm has a choice of varying a plant for indefinitely small graduation leading to an indefinite average cost curve. In such a case, the smooth curve involving all these short run average cost curve is a long run average cost curve. As you can see in the figure above, the long run average cost curve is drawn tangentially to all SECs. In other words, every point on the long run average cost curve is a tangent point on some SEC. Hence, whenever a firm desires to produce a certain amount, it operates on the corresponding SAC. From the figure second above, you can observe that they produce an output OM. The corresponding point on the long run average cost curve is G, and also the corresponding SAC is called SAC2. Therefore, the firm operates on SAC2 at point G. Similarly, the firm choose point SAC based on its output requirement. It is also possible for the firm to produce the output OM with SAC3. However, this will lead to a higher cost of production as compared to SAC2. On the other hand, to produce a higher output OV, the firm requires SAC3. If the firm uses SAC2 for the same, then it results the higher unit similarity. The long run average cost curve is not tangent to the minimum point of the SACs. For that matter, the long run average cost curve is tangent to the falling proportion of the SAC while it is declining and the rising portion of the SAC while it is rising. OQ is the optimum point because the output OK is produced at the minimum point of the long run average cost curve and the corresponding SAC4 is open at the minimum point. At the long run average cost curve is known as planning curve. This is because the firm plans to produce an output in the long run by choosing a plant in the long run average cost curve corresponding to the output. It helps the firm to decide the size of the plant for producing the desired output at least one possibility curve.